Hello, everyone. My name is Tracy Johnson. I am the Secretary Treasurer for SIG 11, Reading in Research and Literacy. Research in Reading and Literacy. And I'm going to show you today how to navigate the submission system for AERA's 2027 annual meeting. We hope you will be submitting and joining us there. So to start, you are going to go to just AERA's website and get to our annual meeting call page. And then you can scroll down for under the directions for how to submit. Just click on log into the submission page. There is a reminder here that you want to use your re-members credentials and not the NOAA credentials. Remember, AERA currently has two different systems for logging in to take you to different parts of the program here. So once you're into this main page, then you're going to click submit or edit a paper, application, or presentation. If you are interested in volunteering to be a reviewer or a chair or discussant, please feel free to click and follow those as well. We're always looking for reviewers for our SIG if you're interested. But for this example, I'm going to click submit a paper. Okay, it does remind you at the beginning here that this system does not save until the very end. So make sure you have everything ready to go before you start through this submission process. It won't save partway through and then allow you to come back and log in and save your progress from before. So then you're going to come down here and click submit a paper or session submission. Okay. Then here it does ask you to just click to acknowledge that you understand that once you start, it won't save anything until you get to the final submission process. So you want to have everything ready to go. And then AERA does ask you to agree to register for the conference if your submission is accepted. So you'll want to click that. Okay, and then we're going to click continue. You have all kinds of different divisions or SIGs to choose from. We hope you're going to want to choose to submit under SIG 11 if that fits for your work. So we'll just scroll way down here to the R's. And here's our SIG, Research in Reading and Literacy. So we're going to click on that one. And then you have lots of different options for your type of submission. Since most people probably are looking at a place-based or virtual paper, I'm going to click place-based paper for our example here today. Well, okay, and the first thing that you need to do is you might need to click and read AERA's guidelines on the use of generative AI, but then you need to click if you did or did not use it to produce the submission. I'll click I did not. If you click that you did, then you'll just need to click how you use Gen AI to do so. I will click not applicable because we did not use that here. I do find usually what I do is have a document already prepared for my paper so that for these next steps, I can just copy and paste. So for example, I'm going to click copy and then paste the title into the program here, and then do the same for the abstract. So I'll just copy and paste the abstract there. You might notice that it takes out formatting such as indentations and things of that sort, so you don't need to worry too much about that. You'll want to choose at least one descriptor for your topic for your paper. I can just click something random here, but if there's something specific that you want, it does have the feature that you can start typing the word. And I just typed RE for reading and it popped up down here. It'll take you closer to the word you're looking for. There are lots of options to choose from on the side that you can scroll through. So just pick the things that fit closest to your paper's topic. Then choose your research method and then your preferred session format. I do recommend here, of course, probably your preference is for a paper session. If you leave it with just a paper session, though, then you run the risk of not being accepted, potentially maybe for a roundtable or a poster session. So I recommend just clicking your ranked preference here, just so that all options are available for you. Then you want to acknowledge AERA's Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct and guidance on creating an inclusive and welcoming meeting atmosphere. You'll want to click that the paper was approved by an IRB. If it was not for some reason, or if it's pending or not applicable, go ahead and click those options and then add an explanation here. And you can just type in the box for why that is the case. You can type in any additional information, such as special requests regarding scheduling conflicts and those kinds of things. And then choose if you want to, yes or no, participate in the AERA's online paper repository. That is voluntary. Either way, your submission will still go through. If you have any accessibility needs, you have the option to select those here and add any additional information in the box. Does explain the typical standard audiovisual equipment that is included. If there is something additional that you need, you can add that in this box here. Please note, of course, that the cost for that equipment is paid for by you, by the presenter. Okay. And then you can sign the waiver, allowing yourself to be videotaped or photographed during your presentation or not. Okay. Then you're going to click Accept and Continue. And on this page, you can add your authors. So if you're the sole author, then you're already in there and you're all set up. If you want to add another author, you'll come down here and type in the name. And then the one thing to note is that in order to do that, that author needs to already be in the conference database. So they will need to have come through and created a login with the system as well before you can add them here. So make sure you have all the authors. Do that before you go in and start to create this system. Once you have all the authors entered, you can order the participants here or move people up and down using the arrows. Okay, then you can click Accept and Continue again. Now here is where you're going to upload the proposal document. It does need to be in a PDF. And of course, they remind you of requirements. Make sure it's within the correct word limit. All the references, tables, all those things are included at the end of the paper. And my favorite part, they are not included in the word count. I'm sure you appreciate when that's the case just as much as I do. And then agree that you've only submitted the submission to a single place, not multiple divisions within the organization, and that you haven't published or presented it at another meeting. So you'll click yes for that. It does remind you of the following elements that should be in the paper. We have another video for creating a successful paper submission, so I'm not going to go into too much of that here. And here's another reminder that it must be a PDF document. Okay, when you're ready, you can click Choose File. And then here is my sample AERA proposal there. And then you'll click, move that, Accept and Continue. You know that the file has been uploaded because the file name then shows up here next to the box. Once you accept and continue, you can review all of your choices. And then it shows that here's the uploaded file for you. And then you can click Save Submission. I'm not going to do that because that would actually submit the sample into the system. But once you click Save Submission, you can see a confirmation, and then you will also get an email confirmation saying that your proposal has been submitted. So you can be sure that that shows up and that it went through correctly. We hope that helps, and please feel free to always reach out with any questions. We're always happy to help in any way that we can. Good luck with your submissions. We wish you all the best and look forward to reading all of your impressive work, hopefully coming through SIG 11. Thanks again.